Yeah, next up here at JFK is November 705 JetBlue and their 16-year-old A320. They don't have any meals, I don't think, do they? A320 meals? I doubt it. Pretty sure they don't. They're making their approach over here to runway 4. I think they're going to the left side, actually, 4 left. Most of them are 4 right. You're gonna have to bear with me. The TWA hotel does not allow the use of tripods. I am at 450 millimeters. Okay, check it out. November 301 PQ is pushing back from the gate. Plane that I've flown many times. Go ahead and show you some of these Delta Connection tail numbers, and if there are stories with them, of course, you know I'll be posting them right in here. Flown 691. And what do we have here? Can't see their tail number, but let's see what the ship number says. 303 PQ. It'll be 303 PQ. Alright, there's 721 Tango Whiskey has just touched down. Giving you the tour of the regionals, and I missed the 75 landing here at JFK. Typical. Golf, Charlie Kilo Oscar Foxtrot. This is Norse. Let's have a look at Norse. I have to be nice and steady today, folks. There's no tripod, maximum focal range or length. Hopefully the stabilization is doing its job. Can we see the pilots? I don't think so. Alpha 6, Bravo Alpha Golf, coming in from Doha, Qatar. However you say it. A little bit of yanking and banking. Beautiful roll on. There's your former TWA bird again. 721 Alpha, or 721 Tango Whiskey, I believe it is. Yep. Let's go with a Terminal 4 ramp shot here at JFK. Alright, 303 PQ is pushing back. How nice. Of course, we got this big guy that just pulled in his house setting up. Nice cloud layer today. There's your Kennedy control tower. Radar room. Can we see any passengers? Because at least the one good thing about this, or a few good things about the CRJ900 is you can actually look out the windows without removing your head from your torso and placing it on your lap. Alright, let us now have a look at 229 JetBlue. Approaching 4 right from Boston. Rolls it right on. Back to 303 PQ as a disconnect, heading for a quick flight over to Baltimore. Operating as Endeavour 5299. Let's pick up the next landing here on 4 right is November 789 Alpha November, 26-year-old. Make that 23-year-old Boeing 777. Operating as American Flight 333 coming in from Athens. As I said in the last video, this is Boeing's best creation. Probably the last best creation. Here's a specimen of one of the most beautiful and most efficient planes on the planet Earth. Hump day, we wear blue. Alright, this is Deutsches AIMK. Coming in from Munich. America's new favorite aircraft. Of course, I'll always be loyal to the Boeing 747. As I always say, only numbers 2 and 3 engines go into reverse after touchdown. Physically, 1 and 4 cannot do it. There are no cascading doors for that one. All I want to know is, does it say 108 DU? Because that's the one that killed Kyle if it is. Alright, this is Great Britain's St. Bravo Mike. Golf, Sierra, Tango, Bravo, Mike, coming from London Heathrow. Now, you would think that 777s like these are very, very old, right? Getting up there in age, but this one is only 3 years old. So yeah, it's an OG 777, but it's only 3 years old, and yes, they still can make those. Beautiful, look at that. I don't suspect there'll be much drama in landings here today because it's not that windy. But as we've seen in LAX, high winds are no match for most pilots. I think that's a good thing. Let's look at again at Deutsche AIMK. Always a fan favorite amongst many jet spotters, plane spotters. Yeah, alright. Today Bianca heading to Bogota. November 942 AV. And you might be wondering how they have an American registered aircraft. Well, I got an answer for that too. Simple. The airline. I'm sorry, I got cut off there. So yeah, when a foreign airline has an N-numbered registration, all that means is that it's from a leasing company in America that owns the aircraft. That's it. Here comes 321 Romeo Lima, Max 8 jet. Will it stay together? Take a look in the cockpits of these airplanes at American because the captains are getting really, really young these days. Which I think is a good thing. Some may not. 339 JetBlue pushed back here for their decent long flight over to Jacksonville, Florida. 343 NB. It seems like everywhere I go, I just can't not be around these little Northwest buses. LA, DC, New York. I guess that's what they do. Swing and a miss. Ooh. Cheaters. That's an old trick right there when you dip one wing just to get one main touch down. Because you know it's going to be nice and smooth and then you can follow through with the rest of the jet. Cheaters. This is French GSQL. Air France 006. Can we get a twofer? Or do I have to break them off? He's taxiing, so you have to break them off. What you just heard there was the introduction of fuel into an engine at startup. Next up is 196 Delta November, 26-year-old, coming in from Dakar. I believe that's in. Don't quote me on that. Ooh, pitching down. Must be using a reduced flap setting or something. But that's how you... Oh, that's just lovely, isn't it? Echo India, LRD, EILRD, coming in from Shannon? Aer Lingus in a 321 Neo. That is cool. We can go across the ocean in an Airbus. Narrow body jets. Of course, it's not a new concept. I just don't see it very often. Come on, Jeff, please stop making all that fucking noise. Welcome. Welcome to JFK, the look of the Irish. I know. Alright, another plane that I've flown is a 335 PQ. They're coming in from Ithaca, New York. Upstate. I don't want to miss the next takeoff. I really want to catch that, so I hope I'm not fucking myself over by grabbing this beautiful CRJ 900. Right on, Virgin 127 Charlie. They are not D-Vine, but they are in G-Vine. That is the registration, G-Vine, G-V-I-N-E. Heathrow flight. Making their landing on runway 4 right. Must be a bit windy out there. I have not checked what the meteorology is at this airport. Maybe I should do no tripod forever. Although I am leaning on the ledge of a fucking building here. As the ledge goes, I go down with it. Where'd they go? It's gonna be another. It's a Mexican plane with an American tail number. That's what we're gonna see. Oh, not that one. There it goes. So they just touched down on 4 left. Another example of a foreign carrier with a US registration tail number. Alright, this is Golf V Sexy, Golf VSXY, also from Heathrow. We've got one taking the runway for takeoff, which I do not want to miss. So please hold short or stay in position. I have to zoom back in here to, or zoom out rather, to make sure that that's not happening yet, and it's not, so we're good. What do I always say about 330s, guys? yeah, that. It's virtually impossible to slam it down. You gotta be a real numpty to do that. Alright, right to it then. This guy's got a long flight. Over 8,000 miles to Hong Kong, Cathay. This one on there is November 832 Mike Hotel, 767-400, coming in from Zurich. The 400 model is an increasingly more rare aircraft. I think Delta operates about, what, I don't know, 16 or so. Usually they're purely international, but sometimes they do the transcon routes. 767-400. They don't bother with stuff like winglets. And correct me if I'm wrong, but they did have a common type certificate with the 777 due to the varying or the similarities in the cockpit. Next for for the right, make it. That's going to be 901XJ. November 901XJ. XJ is the former two-letter for Mesaba Airlines, or actually it's called Mesaba Aviation. This is the first CRJ that Mesaba ever got, 901. And she's still in service, touching down on runway 4 right. Beautifully done. Of course, with all these aircraft, if there's history on them, there'll be text, they'll be scrolling below. I think it's time to get personal with GV Sexy. Can we see pilots, and will they say hi? Yes, of course they have. Oh, this is not sexy. This is Vine. Okay, G-Vine. Sexy nonetheless, though, wouldn't you say? You get right in there personal with these guys. With these blokes. Next up is HBJHL from Zurich. As if they'd be coming from anywhere else. You can't pound a 300 or a 330. And that smooth, and that's probably the hardest you'll ever see one land. Unless shit is really going wrong for them that day. 832 Mike Hotel. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. A6 Bravo November Golf. Inbound from Abu Dhabi. Must I say more? I don't have to say anything other than that. Well, apart from the fact that this aircraft might not be familiar to you, because it's brand fucking new. Beautiful livery on it, wouldn't you say? 1,000, right in the zone. Who could ask for anything more? It's wonderful. Hello to TF ISP Tango Fox, India Sierra Papa. On their way to Reykjavik. I love it how you just pick up stuff that you do not get in Los Angeles out here. Alright, so this is 16065. That's the registration, 16065. And I'm a geek when it comes to tail numbers, and I have to tell you, I am not familiar with this number. 16065? I'm gobsmacked. Who the fuck? Where did this airplane come from? It's got livery on it. I'm just not familiar with the tail number. So I'm going to have to look that one up. There'll be some scrolling text on this, I'm sure. It's possible that they had a tail number change, but I am not familiar. Is that true? Yeah? Yeah, I'm quite pissed that I missed this guy take off. This is a 330 November 302 Northwest taking off, or took off. I fucking missed it. Northwest. I want to say it's a 300 model, but I'm not sure. I think their higher numbered registrations are 200s and the lower ones are 300s, so don't quote me on that, but that's what I think is going on there. Alright, another Etihad. Beautiful livery. Back at her with the foreign carrier, U.S. tail number. Oh my lord, this aircraft can use some TLC. 965 Alpha Mike. Of course, the reason for that, if you missed it earlier, is that because it's owned by a U.S. finance leasing company or some shit like that. 8:35 Mike Hotel touching down on the far right. They're coming in from wherever they're coming in from Nice, France. 767-400. Alright, here's a blind shot. I'm not going to tell you who they are because I can't see from here, but you can see from there, and I'll be scrolling the information. Alright, look at this one. 831, I believe it is. Hello here to 831 NW. 7 years old, that's it. 300 model. And this is the one that we've seen before where I marveled at the fact that Delta kept the NW tail number when they bought this plane. It's one of the last CO 330-300s ever made. For American airline, that is. For an American airline. All their new Neos have like the DX tail number, DU, stuff like that, but this one has Northwest tail number still. Although this aircraft never was with Northwest. It's always a Delta. You can put the nose down now, boys. I know they're boys because they're on the radio. Male. Yeah, whatever. Who's this little one? I've flown it before. Can't keep up. .933 XJ, former Masaba, on their way to Toronto. And there she goes. To me, that's such a cool plane because of its weird geek history that I was talking about earlier, that it was never part of Northwest, but it has a Northwest tail number. You got to be the truest of fucking Apple Watch. It's telling me it's time to stand, it's time to stand. Bitch, I've been standing up this whole time, right? I've been standing up for hours right here. Tell me it's time to stand. Fuck off, Apple. Ooh, now that is a shot. That is a shot, isn't it? Pair of miscreants. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. November 678 Com Air. Do you guys remember Com Air? Did you know that there used to be an airline called Com Air? And that plane used to be part of it. Com Air CA. Now, obviously, it's with Endeavour Air and it's heading over to O'Hare. See ya, guys. The APU is loud of an aircraft on there. Anyway, this is November 188 DN. making their approach for full rights, coming in from Barcelona. 7673 Hundo. It's been a long flight, so will they get it nicely down, or will they fuck it all up? Yeah, that was decent. I'll take that. It's alright. Well, let's just say it wasn't bad. Welcome home. Or welcome to your commutes home. Here's one for you. Panama. We're going to Panama City. Registration is HP9928CMP. That's a long effing registration number. This is November 191 and done. 191DN 76300 heading over to LAX. I'm sure somebody will be on the other end of the country spotting it. Well, here you go. I'm handing it to you. If they make it, of course. Which they will. Let me shift the focus now over to GV Lady. Golf Victor Lima Delta Yankee. Can they slam it down? No, you can't. You can't do it. It won't happen. You just can't do it. Impossible with this aircraft. Oh boy. You know, by the way, if a 330 lands hard, I will commend them, I will salute them, I'll buy them a beer, because you can't do it. Awesome plane. Who's this guy? November 573 Donald Trump? I make myself laugh. I guess all that matters. I mean, why would you put DT as a tail number? Everyone's going to call it Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? I'm not the only one. What would you say instead of Donald Trump? 573 DT coming in from Seattle. Get the nose down. You're not showing off. Beautifully done. I love it. With a functional mascara around the eyes. Love it. Beautiful work. Welcome to New York. Alright, next up is what do we have here? November 841 Mike Hotel. Is that right? Let me look. Alright, November 841 Mike Hotel is coming in from Venice, Italy. And the 767-400, nicely planted. Nose down shortly after. Beautiful. Okay, Deutsche AB VZ Alpha Bravo Victor Zulu in their new 747-400 because it's only 23 years old. What a fucking sight to behold, the queen of the skies, 400 model. Such a rare bird in a passenger configuration. Can you believe it, guys? I'm getting a bit busy just looking at it. Oh, bless the queen. There she goes. In contrast to the Northwest bird over here, this is a 900 model 330 and it's 407DX coming in from Rome, but not the main one, FCO. FCO airports. Anchorage, Como, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah. It's a 330, so you know what you're getting. You know, the cockpit of the 330 is virtually identical to that of the 320. Eddies begins their pushback. Can you guess where they're headed? Can you guess where they're going? I'm sure you can. On the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Oh, that bus. Okay. Not much going on right now, so let's have a quick ramp shot here. This is, oh, yeah, that's 901XJ. 335 PQ. Obviously what you see there, and then of course North Bank. That little Emirates little A380 back there, taxiing or getting repositioned to hangar. We got 407DX that just landed from Rome. We got a bunch of JetBlues. Alright, that's Hotel Lima 8046 coming in from Shanghai via Anchorage. Quite a long flight. Anchorage to JFK, that's no joke. Shanghai to Anchorage, no big deal. Of course it's a 777, so we can do what we want. I wonder if that one can go over Russian airspace. I wouldn't, since they got shot down by those fuckers back in the day, the Reagan day. But anyway, here we go. So that's a long flight. Hotel Lima 8046, I think it is. Yes. Wonder where they're headed, guys. Air Serbia YUARB. V ladies down here making noise. Let's get personal with these guys now. Come on, look at the camera, guys. Yeah, bastard. Will he look at the camera? No. They're too proper for that. V-Lady. Back to YUARB. I've never seen this plane in my life. Looks pretty cool. Don't know who that is. Say hello to November 405DX, heading over to Milan. 33900. Gear up. Holy shit, does that sound cool? Look at the state of that sky, folks. Alright, never mind the sky. 186 DN. Triple check. November 186 DN coming on in from Milan. One leaves, one lands from Milan. 76300 ER, probably quite old. I misspoke, it's not Milan, it's Lisbon, Portugal. Alright folks, with that I think I'm going to call it a day. I have to get to work. Say hello to the folks in the tower cabin. Can't see them. Radar room. Smokers lounge? No. Terminal 5. Beautiful sky backdrop. And that is what I just heard, yep. The introduction of fuel into the engine there. Alright, that's Terminal 4 again. This V-Lady, beautiful landing, beautiful approach. They would not look at the camera, assholes. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your motherfucking day. Okay, so I said I was going to go, but who can deny the beach towel, right? They've got every right to be on this video. I need to get to work, so I wish I would carry on and go faster a bit, but ANRM Deutsche Alpha November Romeo Mike. Gotta watch this take off. I have to.